I'm the king of rap. The is done higher.
Man, we got a product that creates its own demand. As long as we got my vision and your brains.
I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Can't nobody mess with us, man.
Hello, Demetrius and Randy and Lil Meech. I started talking to you guys yesterday vocally on the other panel, and I wanted to continue first with Lil Meech. I know that there was been word that Big Meech's sentence was reduced and everything else, but I want to know from you, because I'm sure you've had conversations, what's his feelings about the show as it's unfolding and it's being released, and that there's now a trailer and people are really hearing about it. Like, what's been his reaction from just this whole story being told?
Well, I feel like now that I talked to him, his whole spirits are different. Like he's happy every phone conversation now. As to where before I could hear the emotions, in his voice. He called me every day. Now it's just happiness. He's just proud. He was so detrimental into this whole journey with me and with Randy and with Da Vinci, just giving us all notes and giving us all pointers and how he wanted the story to be told. And we told it as the best we could and really killed it. And Randy really put the words to exactly how it's supposed to be. Me and Da Vinci and the rest of the cast really delivered. So my dad is proud. He's so proud. He hasn't seen nothing yet. But just from what we tell him, he's proud. Because this is all he wanted, for his story to be told the right way, so people could really know the Flenory family. Everybody did an amazing job with this, everybody.
I got in these streets. And I made my decision, man. You didn't even talk to me about it. Nor did you say anything before moving out here, because if you had, guess what? I would have told you what a dumbass idea this was without a marketing scheme. Nigga, we slinging crack. We ain't selling no fucking beer ass. What if Kato's right?
Yeah. Randy, how was that first meeting when you went over and spoke to Big Meech and y'all started going over the story and you started doing the interviews? Like, how was that first meeting? And just start with that.
Yeah, it was very easy. You know what I mean? In the sense that we both were Detroiters. You know what I mean? It was easy in the sense that we're in the same age bracket. So when he said something like St. Cecilia at the basketball games, I'm like, I was there. I wanted to be a basketball player. You know what I mean? He was looking up to the D-boys. You know what I mean? But I was able to connect with him through that. And then I think the biggest thing you have to earn, trust is not given, it's earned. You know what I mean? And I think, through all the work that Lil Meech just talked about, I mean, this has been a long time coming. I mean, we're talking about me talking to Meech, me pitching the project, me selling the project, us shooting the project during a pandemic, the project getting delivered, and now it's out for the public to see in next month for the world to take. I mean, I don't think there's anything else he could feel but just like proud, because his son is playing him, which is what he wanted all along. And he was like, there is no one that can play me except him. So yeah, he has to be, over the moon.
They didn't give us our freedom or the right to vote. Nigga, we had to fight for that shit. It's the same way as us fighting for our independence in this fucking game, man. So what you saying? Fuck being bosses. We gonna be kings, T. Kings of the motherfucking deep, man.
Eventually, like, I know as actors, people take on characters and a lot of times fictitious characters, but with Southwest T and Meech and a lot of these characters still being around, how was your process of trying to deliver that character and bring it to life?
Yeah, I did my homework like everyone else. Like I've researched as much as I possibly could online. Like you would have probably thought I was the feds. Like I'm trying to like snoop through everything and find as much information as possible. But having the son play his father was so pivotal because I could just talk straight to Meech, Lil Meech, and then he's giving me the pointers, everything I need, and then he put me on the phone with his pops a few times. And you know, I got to meet his family. They brought me in, they took me in, received me so well. It was amazing. Like I had that environment that really just helped me to develop and turn into this character. And also, you know, I grew up in a very similar circumstances from, you know, Demetrius and Terry. So it wasn't something that was like, I'm not just acting, you know, I'm like just pulling, I'm just my child, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and because I could just relate and draw from that, and I had the external factors too, it just made everything just great.
Demetrius, like, I know there had to be some hesitancy also. I mean, we're talking about an enterprise that got a lot of people had to go do some time and everything else that were affiliated with. How was your pops like ever like really hesitant about just telling some of the story, just exposing some stuff that might not need to be said?
No, he wasn't hesitant on exposing anything. Him and Randy talked about everything that needed to be told, and Randy delivered, you know. So with a great storyteller like my dad and a great writer like Randy, they made a perfect project. And me and Da Vinci and the rest of the cast, all we had to do was deliver the words and the emotion. And we got it.
Sure, that's very interesting. That's a great comment, Meech. Because I was just thinking about what you were saying, and I was like, what's really interesting is I was delivered the story. You know what I mean? But then it's like, this is not a documentary. This is a drama. You know what I mean? So then I have to make an art out of this and make characters, you know, pop and have themes. You know what I mean? So no matter how the story was told, I had to write it how I seen it. No matter how much his father tells him how he was, Demetrius has to play that character, you know, you being himself. And Da Vinci has to be himself within Terry Flenory. So I think that is like a fascinating thing that I'm not sure a lot of people, you know, take into account. And I think it's it's complicated because in life, you may not know why you did something, but when you're an actor, you need to understand, or a writer, you need to understand my motivation or my emotion. You know what I mean? And that's when we get to add our creative process into it. And it was great watching these two dudes, you know, do that, you know, throughout the season.
Man, I love the show. I've been able to see the first 7 episodes. Love the gear, the gazelles, everything else. You know, you got. I'm not from Detroit, but you know how y'all wear it anyway and everything. I think y'all did a great job, man. I can't wait till the world gets to see the rest. I can't wait to see episode 8 and season 2. You know, and all that stuff.
Thank you, Jamal.
You guys put out a great job, and Meech, I'm telling you, man, you got both of you. Y'all got a big career in acting, man. But you really delivered for a first time job. I was really impressed. I couldn't see no rookie in your acting, so great job.
No question. Thank you so much for saying that, Jamal.
Thank you.